Greetings, my name is Amir Sankofa Kwali, and I'm here with Ask Life Coaching Ministries. And today is a day like all my other days that I do these videos. Um, Actually, I have these tarot cards that I've had for quite some time. I only use them when people are asking for a certain type of a healing. So I'll break out for these cards. Anyway, so what I'm doing right now, of course, if you can see, is staring the cards up. Okay. All right. Now, one of the things that you do, I'm gonna spread them out, of course. And how people usually want to do is again, I want to stir them up pretty good because I haven't used these in quite some time. So I'm trying to get really connected and reacquainted with the ones. And of course, you want to take my class, I can go more into detail. I'm not going to exactly tell you how I do it and what all I do, but everybody has their own way of doing it. Don't try this at home, kids. Um, so, with that said, you want to definitely get a hold of yourself and maintain your energy. And what type of energy are you feeling from these cards? So, I spread them out again, close them back up one more time. Okay, spread them out again. I certainly pick one, and I'm gonna do a 10 card layout usually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So with these particular cards, um, these are my different type of healing cards. These are what I use when I'm trying to connect with a certain energy um, requirement. So, of course, I selected this card. I really don't normally like sharing the type of cards that I select because people do take different energies from them, and people will certainly do an insight of them, and they don't want to look past what the cards are because they'll be so heavily concentrated on what the cards are that because most of the time I go off the energy from them that I pick up. So with this particular card, I'm working with it. So somehow this card deals with beauty within yourself. It deals with the being happy and satisfied with what you have, what God has given you to restore yourself and not to go through certain imageries of tapping within, removing yourself from a situation where you're not feeling beautiful. Only deal with the beauty that you have within yourself and recognize the beauty that others have within themselves. So that's what this card is reading. And just in case if you understand that I'm tapping into my own energy, which easy breezy, right? Because I know what I'm thinking. And the universe knows what it's thinking. The next card talks about a well overdue vacation that I certainly need. So that's, again, you don't need a ballpark to know that because I am a workaholic. And this next card deals with me standing my ground on a lot of issues. So if I say no to something, it means hell no. Um, and just being able to work through um, the manifestation of gathering certain needs within my realm of enjoyment. This next card talks about relocation to a new to moving, and I know that I do plan to move. Well, we plan to move soon, and also I'll be purchasing or getting a building or maybe a office space to hold in my business at, because that is much needed right now, here and now. So the next card, and some of these are dealing with, some of these are the cards that I pulled out thus far are only dealing with um, present, like right around the corner kind of thing. Now the new location one is, I mean, the new location one part of that reading is going to be dealing with moving soon. Um, was just future and some of it's present. The business one, I'll be doing that very soon in the present. The future is possibly moving out of the particular state that we're in, um, and get a better housing and a situation. Um, this next one talks about me tapping into my sexuality a bit more, um, and becoming one within myself and just appreciating my sexuality more and enjoying it. So I already know what that's about, and this was a pretty good, accurate reading. Um, and that talks about past issues that I had with my ex, in the sexuality aspect of not being able to connect with him in a kind of a way that I wanted to. So that talks about the past, and then it talks about making sure that I never experience that again, and how do I do that by constantly connecting within myself first, and then working that outward. The next reading deals with the next card deals with magic nature, which talks, and when you anytime you pull out that type of a card, you want to foresee yourself, or I have to certainly foresee myself in a special time to basically just going outdoors and connecting with nature and just understanding how powerful I am, and that I have this huge healing energy, which that of course we pretty much knew that that would happen. That's dealing with past, present, and future. That's dealing with all elements of my life, because I am a healer. And sometimes for me to get recharged, I have to go into the nature aspect of things. That's one way that I recharge. So it talks about the next card is feeling safe. Um, so it certain things, and I definitely do feel safe. I definitely feel safe in my relationship. I feel safe in my business. I feel safe with all the great relationships that I'm working with right now. Even especially my business one, especially my relationship one, especially with the children that I have, or grown adults, and as well as the ones that are coming on in the future. Um, that I feel safe with. And the next card deals with a romantic partner, and that's basically talking about my mate, and it's aligning myself with a romance that I already have, and of course, in rebuild and just constantly um, improving the love that I have, and maybe doing a spiritual ceremony, um, which or maybe a renewal of something, renewal of commitment, and redefining um, what I would like to do within myself. Um, so, of course, I'll be happy to do anybody's reading. I can do my own, because as a reader, if you can't tap into your own energy, how can you tap into others? And then the next card talks about quiet time, and of course, because of quiet time of needing to be recharged, this is a great time. I like this time of the night or time of the morning because it's really quiet, and I'm able to think clear. I'm able to write. I'm able to, because I also, when I'm also doing readings, I also draw, and from that drawing, I can tap into certain abilities as well. And that connection makes me feel stronger and connected closer with that person that I'm doing reading. That's really important to have that instant connection with that person and being able to tap into their energy on different levels. I can look at their palms, I can talk to them, I can talk to them over the phone, I can inbox. Sometimes I'm able to tap into several different people's energy all at the same time, and I can separate like this, that, this, that. Now, um, the next one, let me show you that card. And for me, I like to put the card on my thigh, and I will look down at the card and just concentrate and feel the energy from that card. Because that's how I'm able, and I kind of toss it around and play with it a little bit. That's how I'm actually able to tap in. It says, it talks to me about me being my own best friend and me being able to see uh, and connect with the emotional, spiritual being within myself and connecting with my higher God and being blessed and understanding how blessed and appreciating what I have within myself and developing a clear connection to the obvious, space and time, and when things, tend to happen abrupt, to being able to deal with it because of the fact that I am my own best friend and I do see what I need to see, what other people may not want me to see. I do see it. So um, also it talks about just my connection when I'm around other people who have certain abilities, and how, like today, I did experience a sister in a particular room that she has some distaste for me for some reason or another. I really don't give a damn, but still, I could feel her energy, and I could feel like she felt very uncomfortable around me. I'm telling you, it's like I don't even say anything to her, but I push her buttons automatically without even saying anything, and I even clear my mind. You know what I mean? So she does, and I can tell she's very intimidated by me, um, and that's something that she has to deal with. I am tapping into her energy right now, by the way, and I don't even have to use the cards. But she is definitely intimidated by me, and she finds herself. She doesn't want to deal with me because I will be an answer for her truth, because she hides a lot of truth from others, and she calls herself a healer, but she has to first, before she can heal herself, and that's what I mentioned earlier. She has to, before she can heal others, she has to be honest with herself. She's not honest with herself, and she lies to others about who she really is, and she's back. So I'm sorry, I got on tangent. I'm supposed to be just doing a reading for myself. But anyway, if you want to get a reading, um, I'm doing Kwanzaa specials this month for in honor of Kwanzaa, or just a special gift for someone that's birthday might be the month of December, or getting a reading for a new year. I do shaman readings as well, and whatever reading that you possibly need to do or ask me about, I probably more than likely do them. But I would certainly be happy to assist you with any kind of healing, crystal healing, whatever you need. I am available. Again, I'm Amira Sankofa at Life Coaching Ministries. You can reach me at 502-208-9142. My website is www.ask314life. I am definitely available. I work around the clock, as you can see. I have an appointment to do in a few seconds, so thank you so much for paying attention to me.